This is a concept pitch for a non-fiction web series called The Boozywood. Does watching violent movie scenes in movies and playing violent video games influence children into aggressive behavior? Does watching a lot of internet porn make a child more prone to committing horrific sexual offenses? If you answered yes to any of these, then you're ready to answer my next question. Does watching your favorite Bollywood or Kollywood hero drinking and dancing and enjoying with his friends on big screen make a young person take to the bottle? Does listening to catchy booze based movie item songs want you to feel like having a peg? If you said, yeah, probably true, then listen on. Whether it is Todi si jo peeli hai, or Ganpa chal darula, or Machi open the bottle, both North Indian and South Indian movies over the ages have glorified drinking openly. These movie stars who shed tears for dogs getting affected by bursting patakas on Diwali have pretty much nothing to say when their songs are influencing teenage guys driving drunk on streets and ramming their BMWs and Porsches on innocent bystanders. Very few Indian movie stars have openly spoken against alcoholism. The fact is, most of these stars are themselves addicted to drinks. A lot of people will get defensive and say, oh, drinking is not a crime. There is no correlation that they get influenced only by seeing movie songs. Well, there is tons of research conducted by leading institutions about the strong link between showing a drinking item, song, or number and people trying to imitate in real life. To counter that, the movies now start with a rather lame message spouting out evils of drinking and show a little blurb at a corner of the screen during scenes where they show a bottle or a wine glass or drinking. So tell me this. If the movie makers truly believed that alcohol drinking is injurious to health and habit forming, why are they actively promoting it? It doesn't really matter if the story demands it. Hell, even a sad moment of the hero breaking up with a girlfriend is an occasion for a kuttu item song with the bottle. More alarming is when these real superstars in real life get involved in brazen roadkills but never brought to book. You know who I'm talking about. Further emboldening their millions of followers that drinking is cool and one can get away with any crime after a binge drinking session. Well, as per Indian law, advertisement of alcohol in print or media is an offense. But happily, we are consumers of this gross, blatant surrogate advertising and seem to have even accepted it as okay. So, what can we do about this? Try to ban or censor such songs and sequences? Nah, that'll be a monumental legal battle which we don't want to get into. Besides, it's an open secret that whatever be the political ideology, state governments in India get their lion's share of revenue from alcohol related sales. So anything concerning reducing the supply of alcohol through bans or prohibition will only be met with a lot of resistance. What if we can induce the movie makers to voluntarily wean away from projecting drinking habits, thereby reducing the impact of such surrogate advertising in movies? What if we can reduce the demand itself, whereby less people will end up as alcohol addicts? Mind you, alcohol addiction is often the first step towards even greater forms of intoxication such as ganja, drugs, and synthetic hallucinants. This web series concept titled Boozywood, it's a take on Bollywood, Kollywood, and Tollywood, delves on that idea. No, it's not some boring, preachy documentary series. In today's 5-second attention span generation, it's only a five swipe away from being totally ignored by a target audience. This web series idea uses a secret weapon humor. This series would utilize a candid camera, reality TV style format inspired by hits like Nathan For You from Prime Video and Cyrus Brocha's hugely popular MTV Bakra. These candid camera prank shows have acquired cult status and are repeatedly watched for their humor, suspense, and intrigue value. The host and the team would be interacting, basically roasting, with real world personalities, movie stars, TV stars, lyricists, music directors, and producers, and also involve people who have suffered from alcoholism and its consequences and those fighting on the streets to reduce its impact. The idea is not to shame or abuse the personalities, but rather give them a chance to redeem themselves. It could be like, well, roasting them for promoting alcohol, realize the damage they are doing, and assign tasks such as visiting a rehabilitation center, counseling some addicts, and vowing not to do any alcohol promotion in their movies or ads, or even participating in an anti drinking campaign. Being stars with immense following, their actions or stand which they take would create ripple effects in the larger community. We intend to engage popular comedic anchor hosts such as Cyrus Brocha and his team from News That Wasn't as the primary anchors. Each episode, we will add a host who are India's well known stand up comics to bring in their side of the creativity as well. For example, the Viral Fever team, Biswapati Sarkar, Nidhi Bisht, Ayush Sharda, Alexander Babu, Prashasti Singh, Princy Parekh, Shrija Chaturvedi, to name a few. Each episode of the web series will thus guarantee a high entertainment quotient and carry the message through. The stand will not be to say don't drink. Well, even medical practitioners do tell that moderate amount of alcohol is good for health. It is only when things go out of control that it leads to all the bad things. How to drink responsibly and be a social drinker if need be. We will even have one segment where a famous bartender explains difference between beer and gin, whiskey, scotch, vodka, and whatnot, and how much is the limit to a bunch of young teenagers about to take their first sip. Even if you do love to drink, at least be a more informed drinker. In summary, the show is not about alcohol itself, but about alcoholism, especially alcohooliganism, whereby under the influence of the drink, people are committing atrocious crimes. In summary, this web series hopes to achieve three main objectives: A, to be entertaining, B, to be effective in creating a positive social impact, and C, to be commercially successful, with India's best comics taking on India's biggest social problem. I have the first 10 segment part ready. If you're interested to know more, please contact me at the ID shared below and I'll be happy to send you a synopsis. If you wish to partner with us in this venture or you have an alcohol related story you wish to share, I would love to hear from you as well. Thank you for your time. Jai Hind.